Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Oakland Raiders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Back. 280. Here we go. Check. Fresno. Check 43.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, it's Bell. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Here we go on fourth with Wilson. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10.
Let's make these babies crawl all the way back home. Back.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Being chased out left. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football. But how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Mike 52. Oh, you got deep? Check 26.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. From the gun, it's Wilson. Steps away to his left. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
I have to admit to a little bit of surprise on that play call. Short yardage, and they try to go wide. They got spilled for their efforts.
A 44-yard attempt.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Open man is Hill. He's got it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Looking to throw. Screen pass to Lindsey. A good pickup there at 22.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
That one into the hands of Hamilton. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Here we go, here we go. 10-2, Sean. It's our time. It's our time.
Now back to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, and the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Throwing on second down. Wilson. Flushed. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. There goes Green. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive back.
Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
I was going to ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Come on, let's go.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Wilson from the gun, he'll throw. Dancing to his left. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. 3rd and 2, now Wilson. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And look at this, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here, they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call it. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful in that opportunity.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Lindsey. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Ken Lobo. Charlie. 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
On 1st down, right back to Lindsey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Defense wins championships, baby.
2nd and 14. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider 1st down. Now Wilson on 1st down. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack there by Rasheem Green. Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Jones has it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him a 1st down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. On 1st down, Wilson forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot downfield. No. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. All even through one half of football as we get back underway in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's a 2nd and 7. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47. They'll set up to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And that will be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Raider D, they get the football back. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. From the gun, Wilson. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Credit the sack to Corey Legion. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Wilson. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. Again, Wilson. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Cody Latimer, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. He'll have a first down past the 40. That goes for a gain of 31.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 27-yard line. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Buying time to his left. He'll run it, and he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. 2nd and 3. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. From 8 yards out, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And that is caught for the 2 points. They didn't want the tie. They roll the dice and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feeling like we're just hanging with you. We're going to go ahead and push it to a 1-point lead, and that just changes the complexion of the whole game.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. This is Bell. And he's got some space here. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That good for 22 and a first down. Back now in the East Bay. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. That's caught by Jackson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic.
Now it's Wilson. Being chased out left. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
On 2nd and goal, Wilson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Julio Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. And now the Raiders will face an important 2-point conversion attempt here.
Right here, double count.
Now Wilson. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 41-yard line. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Screen pass to Lindsey. And some room to work. And they'll get this down to the 10. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. From 10 yards out, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
They'll look to throw again. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
Do you have one of those charts that tells you to go for 2 or go for 1?
I don't. I know you do, but I don't care what the chart says there. You got to kick it, right?
I agree totally, because somewhere the chart's something's going to pop out of the chart and say, hey, man, just kick the extra point here. You're in good shape. I think they were chasing points there when they didn't need to.
Yeah, try to get a little bit greedy, take the lead in the fourth quarter. Now they still trail by 1. This thrown quickly out to Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll try and run some clock now with Bell. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
Well, it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime
right.
we have
That's
a
right.
defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. 59 Mike, 59 Mike. Check, 59. Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field, defense. Mike 50. Let happen.
They'll drop the throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Here we go.
Back to the air, Wilson after the pick 6. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Jones has it. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. He's back to throw. The quick slant caught. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Bell. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Calling no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal, the lone man in the backfield, Le'Veon Bell. Back to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, I think it's easy to figure out why they went for 2 there, right? You want to make sure you're guarding against a field goal beating you.
Yeah, but with this little time on the clock, they just need to worry about protecting on the kickoff.
That's the big one, and with the kickoff coming up, I wouldn't squib it. I would kick it deep, but not so deep that the return guy can get it. I want to make someone else handle the football. Yeah, put some height on it and take some time down.
This one fielded at the 5.
Let's go, let's go.
At their own 15-yard line.
Here we
The
go.
Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put.